out in his living room. Mark Williams. By the way, 2 players involved in this year's tournament not here this week. Marco Fu and Ding Shunwei. They're playing in Guangzhou in the snooker events in the Asian Games currently taking place.
Yes, the break-off not quite good enough from near Robertson, but that was still a great pot on the red. Can't quite see yet whether the black goes to the left corner. The reds are surrounding it. Still a couple of open reds.
Six.
Well, it doesn't go, but I just wonder whether Shaun can get on that left on red to just nudge it open.
Seven.
Might go into them here, get things open. Well, he nearly went in off, and I'm not sure whether he's on anything here.
12.
Nothing at all. The only thing he could do, run for cover.
Shaun Murphy, 12.
A bit thin. Cue ball's coming back down the table, and he's got a red here on the pink spot. You can screw back off a red for the blue. He likes this sort of shot. And there's another one. Well played. Great control of the cue ball as well.
1.
But the high value colours, well, a little bit tied up apart from the blue, of course, but hit that one very well. It's got the red to the centre here, could open up the pink.
6.
He had the angle to hold for the pink. This is a
7.
good chance.
It really is.
$13. 14.
Poor old Neil Robertson. He's been involved today in his own personal version of that John Cleese film,
20.
Clockwise. He came here by train, delayed, in danger of being shunted into the sidings.
Still is. I think Shaun's
21.
on the pink here to the centre, but it's not an easy pot to take on, but black won't go there. I think he's got to take, well, he doesn't have to take the pink on, but I think he will. This is not guaranteed. No. Just caught the near knuckle.
Shaun Murphy, 21.
Such a tough pot that was. The natural tendency there, Marcus, I'm sure you'll agree, is to actually overcut the pink.
I think Shaun's one of those players that he likes to attack when he can, doesn't he, Phil? Another player would have shied away from that pink. He doesn't tend to do that. He takes a lot of them on, but he gets a lot of them as well. Now then, this is probably the first real chance that Neil has had to get himself, well, the Q arm going, get the hand on the table, put a few points on the board.
Yes, he needs to win 4 of the remaining 5 frames. And if he gets going, gets some momentum, well capable of doing so.
5.
Yes, he won't want to play on the black here because it will tie it up. And he wants to play on the pink or the blue for the time being.
Six.
Well, that surprised me, because if this black spots, it's no value to him.
Thirteen. $14.
The angle on the pink to the middle could be very useful indeed.
Yeah, 2 cushions might be able to open things up here. Well, he's nudged one out. Still a little bit of work to be done here to make it into a frame winning
20.
opportunity.
With regard to those semi-final
21.
playoffs, it's going to be 3 world champions and a former Premier League champion. It's just a matter of whether it's Robertson or Williams taking that final place up for grabs.
Well, got the reds fairly open here now.
27.
I think the top one of those two together will pass the black into the opposite corner. Again, this is a very good chance here for the world champion.
28.
Although he's dropped short on the blue.
$34. $35.
Well constructed break this, the highest of the match so far. Didn't have much to beat, mind you. And it's quite conceivable now, Mike, that Robertson could put the frame safe at this visit.
Yes, the problem is the 2 reds together. You know, I don't know if
41.
one passes the black there. He could play on the black here, but then he has the problem to get on the reds into the same corner. He'd like to probably play on the pink to the middle and then play on the top red. Let's see how he goes about it here. Yes, that's what he's thinking. So obviously
42.
the red furthest away, I think, does pass the black. Obviously it will. plenty of room there.
48.
If he can get onto the black, well, then all of a sudden this is a real chance to win the frame.
49.
Well, this has been immaculate so far.
Very good
remember-
stuff indeed.
Yeah, sorry, Phil. Remember that Shaun missed that difficult pink to the middle.
Big favourite now for 1-1. The stock of Mark Williams has dipped.
56.
The stock of Neil Robertson is about to increase.
57.
Could have done with a touch more there. He's got to negotiate the book colours with the cue ball. Could take the pink, but as always, we've seen the white collide into colours with these shots. Nicely done. In fact, that was frame ball anyway.
62.
This yellow to make sure. Well, he'll feel a lot happier
64.
now. He'll feel involved in the match. And let's not forget that Neil Robertson needs a victory here this evening to put himself into the semi-finals. It's going to be one apiece.
67.
It's game on.
Some way short of being the
67
highest
on the frame,
break
Robertson.
of the evening so far. But a candidate for